In this video, we're going to take a look at how to remember people's names. So one of the first things that you can do when you meet someone is create a story / strong associations with their name. What do I mean by that? Maybe there's a feature about them that you really think stands out. Maybe it's their nose in a certain shape. Maybe their eyes are bigger than normal. The way they carry their hair. Maybe it's their accent. And you're trying to find the small idiosyncrasies that this person has that other people don't have. And that is a very good way of finding a strong connection. So the first one is feature. The second one is an action. Maybe this person does something that reminds you of an action. Maybe you've asked them what their hobbies are, and they're an artist, they're a public speaker, they're a triathlete, whatever that is, you're linking that together. And then finally, an object that you can link with that name. So it could be you imagine this person holding a mic if they're a singer, you see them holding a brush if they're a painter. So linking feature, objects and actions together, you can have a very strong story built around that name's identity. Let me give you a quick example using a celebrity, Emily Blunt. If I was to meet Emily Blunt for the first time, I would separate the name in half. So I have Emily on one side, Blunt on the other side. So just looking at Emily, quickly, I can link her to one of my best friends, Emily. So whenever I see her, I think, oh, Emily. That would trigger that name straight away. And also, Lil Wayne made a song called A Milli, which I know hit all the charts and everything. A millionaire, I'm a young money million. Anyway, so those two things I've connected straight away to Emily. And then blunt could be an object. So I'm thinking of a blunt knife. I wouldn't say to her. So when someone said Emily Blunt, I wouldn't say, oh, like a blunt knife. That would be a very bad thing to do. But I can think about it in my head, so I have a strong association. So if I was to stick with Emily Blunt and dig a little deeper, I would have feature, action and object linked to her story and her name. So feature for her would be her British accent. I remember from her interview, that's something that she loves. An action for her would be, I remember in Quiet Place when she's trying to fight these big monsters that are too fast, and if she says anything, they'll kill her. So that would be an action, her being in a feature film in an action sequence, in a fight scene. And the object would be a knife. So once I've connected the feature, action and object, I have built a strong identity around this person, which I'll never forget. So next time I was to meet her or see her, it'll just trigger the name straight away. Now, that's good enough for a simple name like Emily Blunt, and she's a celebrity, so we have a lot of point of contacts and interaction. But what about if you were to meet someone who's from a different culture, speaks a different language? How would you then use their name? So let's take an example of a name that I've just generated, Shonda Curl. Now, I don't know where this name is from. I haven't heard it before. So if I was to take a name like this, the first thing I would do is separate it again. And I'm thinking Shonda. What does that trigger? Well, it triggers Honda, and I can see there's an S in front. So already I can think of Honda, which is the company, and the S, which could be a racetrack. And the curl could just be a girl. So she could be a Honda girl. If she's physically attractive, then I would think of her as the poster model for Honda cars. Or if she's really intellectual and she's the leader type, then I'm thinking of her owning the Honda company. So this becomes Honda Curl going around a racetrack, which gives me the S. So when I see her the next time, I would think of Shonda Curl. And that's these are just some of the ways you can remember someone's name. When we talk about it, it seems like there's a lot of things going on, but in reality, it happens in a split second. You see someone, they say their name, and within a minute, you'll have a story built around their name, and you'll never forget it. So just to quickly look back, when you meet someone, think of a feature that they have. Maybe it's their big nose, maybe they have eyebrows a certain way, maybe they have a unibrow. Whatever it is, it's a feature that is unique to them. Then you're looking for an action. What do they do? Are they a teacher, they're an accountant? What do they do in their real life that you can link with their name? And finally, an object. If they're a teacher, maybe you see them carrying a book. If they're a governor, maybe you see them dealing with taxes. I'm trying to be really positive here. And you can have these images built around someone's name. So the next time you see them, it quickly conjures up the images in your head, and you can wrap their name up as soon as possible. And there you have it. If you have any questions after you watch this video, so if you have any questions, you can just comment below and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you haven't already, make sure you sign up to the newsletters, because I do send at least one newsletter a week. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.